It's been 5 years since America's reckoning with race, but has anything really changed? We're here in Boston's Roxbury crossing to find out. 5 years after the racial reckoning around the murder of George Floyd, do you think anything has changed?
No, because it's still happening. I still see it happening.
No, not really. I think it's just going to be what it is, you know? I don't really see a lot of change in anything at all.
No, absolutely not. Between racism, anti-Semitism, it has just risen. I think that there is a face of value, unfortunately, in this country that says it's okay to hate.
I mean, I like to think there's been some growth. Like, I feel like among the community, people have been more aware of how they communicate with each other, but I think systematically, we still have work to do.
No, I don't really think anything has changed. Maybe it might have subsided, but we still have injustice happening.
I don't think there's been a societal change in the sense that people feel like what they went on the streets for is achieved in the way the countries are set up, the laws that are being passed in the last 3 years after, 5 years after, kind of.
You know, I think that especially in the city in Boston, I felt that a lot of people are much more open to conversations that maybe back in 2018, 2019 just would not have been on the table. I do think, though, ultimately there are a lot of structural issues that have yet to be resolved.
Given the Trump administration's attacks on DEI and other things, do you think we're moving backwards?
I think we're staying the same.
I think we're standing still.
We are going backwards. To remove diversity, equity, inclusion in everything, you know, after everything that we've been through is such a huge step back. And I feel like we're gearing towards the wrong side of history.
It's really easy to get dejected and feel like we're going backwards. But honestly, even if that's the case, I refuse to keep that from let that keep me from moving forward.
Do you think this current moment is a backlash to the racial reckoning?
Partially, yeah, I do. I think that's very fair to say. For those that are on this side of the aisle, you know, people of color, I think that's very fair to say. But the whole point of it all was to get people on the other side of the aisle to see this and understand it and learn it at a younger age. So when they're older and they have a little bit more power, that they can make the proper decisions to actually make some changes. So I don't think it was given a fair chance to actually help our country the right way.
During COVID, everyone was at home and they weren't distracted by the everyday life. They actually had a chance to sit down and really see, you know, what's going on around them. And it kind of stimulated some type of growth and change among our community. But now I feel like the way things are going, it is a backlash to some extent.
I just hope and dream and believe for the children of for our future and for also me as an educator. And I'm going to continue to fight for equity and equality in this country.
You know, we got to learn to just move on our own, do what we need to do for ourselves, and at the end of the day, we're going to thrive by doing that.
I just feel like we need to stay together for real. Stay together and really build out a community and stop attacking each other. That's it.
I'm optimistic, so I'm hoping that things will come, you know, there'll be a turnaround in these situations.
There's a lot of negativity, right? And that can make it difficult to want to turn in and reflect and think about how we can be improving and stepping forward as a community, as a nation. However, that doesn't make the conversation not worthwhile. So I think we have opened up in a lot of ways since 2020, but there is a ton of work to still be done.